Yo, what's going on, dudes? HK Titan here with a brand new video for you guys, and in today's video, we're going to be taking on the Elite Bloonarius. Now, normally this wouldn't seem like a really big deal or anything like that, but this week, the Bloonarius has 300% health. So that means that I think like the tier 4 or tier 5 Bloonarius is going to have somewhere in the ballpark of like 100 million health. So this is going to be a pretty challenging boss event. So let's go ahead and get started here. Now, I'm a little bit nervous about this because I honestly have no idea what I'm going to do up against a boss balloon that has this much health. So luckily we do start off with quite a bit of money. So we'll go ahead and buy our Benjamin right off the rip, and then we'll go ahead and buy ourselves our free Dart Monkey. And then we're going to have to try and go as long as we can without buying any other towers, because we need to farm as hard as we possibly can. Now, in the comments in yesterday's video, a couple of you guys were saying that the Elite Bloonarius isn't that hard. But guys, like, how can a boss balloon that has this much health not be hard? I just feel like you guys may be trying to troll me, because I mean, 300% health boss. I mean, Bloonarius, out of all the bosses in Bloons TD6, he has the most health. So in my opinion, this is going to be pretty challenging, but then again, we haven't even tried it yet. So like I was saying, we're going to be trying to buy as many farms as we can. Now, I think I'm going to be able to buy 2 banana farms and upgrade 2 banana farms up to greater production before I need to grab a little bit more of a defense. Now, for the little bit more of a defense, I think I want to just upgrade the Dart Monkey this time, because I think it'll be a little bit cheaper than going for the Engineer Monkey like I did in yesterday's video. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this Dart Monkey. I don't want to upgrade it to triple shots. I think I'm just going to go straight for crossbow. But we'll wait a couple of rounds until we actually need the crossbow before we actually buy it though. Now, luckily this is on easy standards, so all the prices are relatively cheap. So we shouldn't struggle in like getting money in this game mode. Now, one thing I'm a little bit hesitant about, I don't know if I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday, where I invest a bunch of money into the Apex Plasma Master. I think this time I'm going to try to go for the Glaive Dominus as well as the Apex, because I think if I do that, it'll be cheaper and we'll also get a little bit more popping power from it. Now, I don't know if this will work, but with the amount of money that we had for the normal Bloonarius, I think it should work. And then opposed to like investing like $700,000 or opposed to investing like over $1 million into our paragons, I'm just going to be buying like 2220 boomerang monkeys, and I'm going to see if the 2 paragons with just the tiers upgrade part of it, if that'll end up working out for us. If you guys don't know what I mean, you guys should just have to stick around until the tier 3 boss. That is, of course, if we can afford to like last until the tier 3 boss, of course. All right, so now we're starting to like fall behind a little bit. Let's go ahead and upgrade our Dart Monkey up to enhanced eyesight. And then I also want to grab crossbow. Now, I know this is probably a little bit of a waste of money because we could definitely lose a couple of lives here. I just want to be more on the safe side and make sure that we have that little bit of an extra defense. And I think our farming won't be affected too much. So now the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be buying 200 banana farms, all the way up until the point where we need to grab a little bit more of a defense. All right, so on round 19, this time I ended up going with the 7200 banana farms. Now that we have 7200 banana farms, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade all of these banana farms up to marketplaces. But I feel like our Dart Monkey is going to start falling behind a little bit. So I think after I buy my first marketplace, I'm going to need to upgrade this Dart Monkey up to quick shots and very quick shots. All right, round 21, here's our first marketplace. So now that we have our first marketplace, let's go ahead and buy very quick shots so that we can go ahead and increase our Dart Monkey's popping power. Now the only thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be buying marketplaces all the way up until round 27. All right, so here we are on round 27. Actually, you know what? I don't think we need to grab the lead to gold yet. Now that we have the 6 banana farms upgrade to marketplaces, let's go ahead and grab ourselves the alchemist. We'll swap its targeting over to targeting strong, and then we'll start saving up for the lead to gold. And then we should be able to afford the lead to gold right at the start of round 28. There we go. And then let's go ahead and buy the larger potions. And now we should be able to make a little bit of extra money from our lead to gold. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and grab ourselves another marketplace. And now that we have this marketplace, you know what? Let's go ahead and grab ourselves the engineer. That way we can make a little bit more money from the engineer as well. So now the next thing I want to do is I just want to grab myself a balloon trap with larger service area. And we want to stick this balloon trap right here at the start of the map. Next, because I'm a little bit greedy for money, let's also grab ourselves another balloon trap. And we'll go ahead and place it right here at the start of the track as well, and that should make us a little bit more money as well. Now that we have the 2 balloon traps, let's go ahead and buy ourselves a couple more marketplaces as well. And we'll continue farming all the way up until round 35. All right, so on round 35, I ended up buying 3 more marketplaces. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to go and buy myself a flavored trades. That way we can get a little bit more money back from our marketplaces when we end up selling our marketplaces. Now we could probably grind out a little bit more, but I want to go ahead and try to go for a couple of tier 5s for round 40. And I think if I end up doing this right, I should be able to get a Glaive Lord, as well as along with the Glaive Lord, I should be able to get myself another tower that's going to be a pretty good tower for the tier 1 boss. I'm debating on whether or not I want to try to go for a Flying Fortress for the tier 1, and then we'll try to keep our Flying Fortress on the screen the entire time. But if I do that, I feel like we'll be missing out on a little bit of money. So I don't know if going for the Flying Fortress is going to be the right play. All right, so at the end of round 39, we have $28,000 to work with. So of course, the first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and grab myself a Boomerang Monkey. And then with this Boomerang Monkey, we'll go ahead and upgrade it up to the Glaive Lord. That way we don't have to worry about those pesky lead balloons. And then I'm debating on whether or not the Elite Defender would be a good idea or not. Like the Elite Defender would have global range, and then whatever our Elite Defender can deal with, our Glaive Lord could. And on top of that, we can also buff our Elite Defender as well. The only question is if it's going to be enough popping power for the boss. So let me go ahead. We'll sell a couple of our marketplaces just to buy the Elite Defender, and we'll give it a shot. If the Elite Defender doesn't work, then we could always like grab ourselves like a Avatar of Wrath with all of the farms that we have left. And we only need a little bit more money, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell this flavored trades. And let's go ahead and buy the Elite Defender. We'll pop it over to targeting only strong. Now I'm a little bit sketched out if this is gonna work or not, because I mean the Elite Defender is a good tower, but this is a boss that has a lot of health. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab an Alchemist for it as well. Let me go ahead. We'll sell our lead to gold because we no longer need it. We'll sell this Dart Monkey, and we'll go ahead and grab a Berserker Brew. And then let's also save up for Stronger Stimulant. Now again, I don't, or 150,000 health. That's a lot of health. Let me go ahead and grab Stronger Stimulant. If this isn't gonna work, you know what? I actually think I have a better idea. What if we grab ourselves like a Sticky Bomb Ninja? But then again, a Sticky Bomb Ninja, that's not going to be a lot. What if we grab ourselves like a Bomb Shooter? And then with this Bomb Shooter, we start saving up for a Moab Eliminator. Like, I think this would be a really good investment, right? But then again, I don't know if it would be a good investment or not. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And instead, I'm going to start going for BRFs. If we go for BRFs right now, we'll make a bunch more money. So this is definitely the better investment, because the Elite Defender will definitely be able to beat the boss, and we're really not missing out on anything right now, right? And while our Elite Defender is beating the boss, let's go ahead and grab ourselves our Overclock as well. That way we can make a little bit more money from the BRF. And luckily, because we kept a good amount of the farms, we're still making a lot of money while we're actually beating the boss. All right, so here's our Overclock. Now we'll start overclocking this BRF here. Next, let's go and grab ourselves a couple more banana farms. And with these banana farms, of course, we're going to be upgrading them to BRFs as well. And also, we can't forget to overclock this BRF here. That way we can continue to farm. I mean, it's round 48 right now. We're not doing extremely good with the damage-wise. But, I mean, we're still not doing bad, right? I mean, we almost have the tier 1 boss down. I would like to do a little bit more damage, but unfortunately, there's not too much that we can do about it right now. Next thing we have to do, once we get rid of the tier 1 boss, we'll go ahead, we'll sell our Elite Defender. Let's sell our Elite Defender, sell this up here. We can keep this because we'll turn that into a Monkeyopolis. We'll sell everything, and then we'll go ahead and grab ourselves a Dragon's Breath Wizard Monkey. We'll place this Dragon's Breath Wizard Monkey right here. And then we'll also grab ourselves a Dart Monkey. And then with this Dart Monkey, we'll go ahead and place this Dart Monkey right here, and we'll upgrade it to a Sharpshooter. And this is going to give us a bunch more money left over, so we can go ahead and buy a better tower. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and turn all of these marketplaces up here in the top over to BRF. All right, so I managed to turn 2 of the marketplaces up here at the top into BRFs. Now I think I want to go ahead and turn the rest of these marketplaces into BRFs as well. because we'll make more money with the BRFs than we will with the marketplaces. So hopefully this ends up working out for us. I think it should. If I need a little bit more popping power, I can always grab myself an alchemist to buff up our dragon's breath and our dart monkey. But I think for the time being, we're setting pretty good. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to start going for a monkeyopolis. Now, I know a monkeyopolis may not be the best idea, but I think it should make us more money than if we were to go for just like a, if we were to go for a couple of BRFs. I don't know if this is, like I was saying, I don't know if this is the best play, but I think it should end up working out. In yesterday's video, I think the monkeyopolis was a really good idea. It's just, I don't know if it was a good idea to go for it so soon. But we'll find out here soon, because we have 4 BRFs inside of the monkeyopolis. And if we can afford to buy 3 more banana research facilities, I feel like our money's going to be really, really good. And I don't think we'll have to worry about money at all. Now, for the tier 2 boss, I'm thinking that I'm going to have to go with probably the Mad as well as the Glaive Lord. And on top of that, I think I'm going to have to go for the Avatar of Wrath as well, because the tier 3 boss is going to be a pretty hefty boy, right? So I think the only way that we're going to be able to beat the tier 3 boss is if we go with all of those towers, or go with those 3 tier 5s. All right, so round 56, we're going to go ahead and stop our farming now, because like I was saying, we need to be able to afford some pretty chunky towers for the tier 3 boss. And luckily this is on easy mode, otherwise I don't think we would be able to do this. All right, let's go ahead. We'll sell this dart monkey now. And then let's go ahead and buy ourselves the Avatar of Wrath. All right, so here's the Avatar of Wrath. Let's go ahead. We'll get rid of, or we're going to grab some camo detection for this as well. And now the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and grab myself the druids. I want to grab myself the druids first. And then after I grab the druids, I also want to grab the Glaive Lord. And then after we have the Glaive Lord towards the back of the map, then we'll go ahead and grab ourselves, or work on grabbing the Mad. All right, so there's the 5 times buff on our Druid. Now, like I was saying, I also want to grab myself the Glaive Lord, because the Glaive Lord will allow our Avatar of Wrath to like only focus on the boss. And I think that's going to be the best play for us. So let's go ahead and swap this over to targeting only strong. Here's our Glaive Lord. So now that we have our Glaive Lord, we don't have to worry about any balloons slipping through. And now we can go ahead and grab ourselves our Mad. Now, after we grab our Mad, we also want to start saving up for the Banana Central as well. And then with the Banana Central, we're going to upgrade one up here to the Banana Central. That way our Banana Central should be able to make us a little bit of extra money. All right, round 62, here's our Mad. So now let's go ahead and make our Mad, or make sure our Mad is targeting the boss. Now the boss has 900,000 health, so he's a pretty chunky boy. And like I was saying, I want to go ahead and start going for the Banana Central. That way we can make money at the, or as we're going along, because we're still gonna need a lot of money, right? Now, I'm not too worried about any of the balloons like slipping past our defense, or slipping by our Avatar of Wrath, because like I was saying, we have the Glaive Lord in the back of the map. So any balloons that end up making it past our Avatar of Wrath and our Mad will definitely be taken care of by the Glaive Lord. All right, round 65, here's our Banana Central. So now that we have our Banana Central, let's go ahead and start overclocking our Banana Central, because our Banana Central is going to be able to make us more money than the BRF that we were overclocking. All right, round 68, we have officially dealt with the boss balloon. So we have our auto start turned off. Perfect. Let's go ahead and sell this Mad because we no longer need it. And then we want to go ahead and finish buying the rest of our banana farms, right? All right, so now I went ahead and I sold my Avatar of Wrath so that we could go ahead and buy ourselves the Monkey Wall Street. We pretty much have every area on this map covered with banana farms. But there's one more banana farm that I want to buy, and that's going to be the Monkeynomics. So with the Monkeynomics, I need to go ahead and buy myself an Ice Monkey. And then we need to upgrade it up to Snowstorm with larger service area. And then we should be able to place another banana farm here. And then we need to go ahead and start going for Monkeynomics, because this will be able to make us a lot more money. All right, round 71, here's our Monkeynomics. All right, so now that we have all of our banana farms, the next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and start going for the 2 paragons that we're going to have for the tier 3. Because we should have more than enough to buy all of the paragons. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and grab all of the sacrifices that we're going to need for the paragons. So we'll grab the 2 crossbow monkeys. We don't need the wizard. We're going to need the permacharge. Additionally, we're going to need the Moab Domination. So while we're buying all of these, let me see. So we have the Glaive Lord. We need the other 2 tier 5 Dart Monkeys. And this time I'm going to do things a little bit differently. Like I was saying at the start of the video, I think by sacrificing all of the money to the Apex Plasma Master, that's a little bit of a waste. So instead, I think if I like divide up the money in between, or divide up some money in between the 2 towers, as well as I buy 2220 Dart Monkeys, I think that would be a way better investment than like investing $400,000 for a tier 67 Apex Plasma Master. Now, I don't know if this is like the best thing to do, but I like I was saying in the last video, I feel like it's just a little bit of a waste to invest all of that money into the paragons when we could invest the money into better paragons. So as long as we can get like a paragon degree like 30 or paragon degree 40 Apex, as well as a paragon degree 40 Glaive Dominus, I feel like that would be a way better investment, and we can go ahead and save the money for investing in the Goliath Doomship, as well as investing in the Magnus Perfectus as well. All right, so we have the 2220 Dart Monkeys. Now, I want to go ahead and move the Apex. I want the Apex like right here. I feel like this would be a pretty good spot for the Apex. So with just the Paragons, and we might as well sacrifice a little bit of money to our Apex. Let me see what Paragon Degree we get. So Paragon Degree 36, that's actually way better than I thought we were going to get. Now, the next thing we want to do, let's just go and do the same thing with the Boomerang Monkey too. All right, so here we are at the end of round 79. So let's go ahead and buy our Glaive Dominus, and we'll sacrifice a little bit more money to the Glaive Dominus this time. And Paragon Degree 28, so it's not as good as I would have liked. But yeah, definitely having 2 Paragons is definitely way better than just having 1, because we're doing way more damage to the boss than I initially thought we would. Let me go ahead and swap the Apex over to only targeting the boss, and we'll leave the Glaive Lord as cleanup, because our Apex is definitely a higher Paragon degree. Next thing, I also want to grab myself a Goliath Doomship too, or a flying fortress. So place the Flying Fortress right here, and then we'll grab Spy Plane, and then we'll also give it a Alchemist. And we'll go ahead and buff up the Flying Fortress with a Permabrew. Now, ideally, we could have went for the top pathway on our Flying Fortress, but unfortunately, we just didn't have enough room to like place down a monkey village this time, because I ended up placing a banana farmer here, so I ended up losing out on the opportunity to give it camo detection. Or not camo detection, but the MIB and jungle drums. But we can definitely make up for it by buying the Permabrew. Now, I know I said I wanted to go for the Magnus Perfectus, but I think I want to go for the Ascended Shadow instead, because I think the Ascended Shadow would do a little bit more damage to the boss, right? So I think for the tier 4 boss, the Paragon that I'm going to buy for the tier 4 is going to be the Ascended Shadow. Now, similar to what I did with the Boomerang and the Dart Monkey, I'm going to buy myself 20 ninjas, and I'm going to upgrade them up to 220s. So we have all of the necessary 220 ninja monkeys. Now, I made a couple of mistakes where I actually bought Shinobi Tactics, and I also actually bought a Bloon Jitsu. But I mean, it's not that big a deal. I just got a little bit too overzealous with my upgrading, so I ended up messing up a little bit. But we have the necessary 100 tiers for our ninja monkey, hopefully. Now, for our Ascended Shadow, I'll probably end up sacrificing around $300,000 to our Ascended Shadow, and I think that should be more than enough. And that'll leave us plenty of money for our Goliath Doomship to get a high Paragon degree on our Goliath Doomship. And who knows, we may actually have enough money left over to buy the Magnus Perfectus too. Right, round 99, let's go ahead and buy our Ascended Shadow. Now, like I was saying, I'm only going to sacrifice, you know what, let's do 350,000. So 350,000 isn't that big a deal. We'll still have plenty of money left over. So hopefully we get a decently high Paragon degree on our Ascended Shadow. Paragon degree 35. That's actually not bad. That's actually a little bit higher than I was expecting. And yeah, I think the Ascended Shadow was the correct play here. Next, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a Sniper Monkey. And then we'll go ahead and grab ourselves the Cripple Moab. And we'll go ahead and give our towers a little bit more damage to the boss. You know what? We might as well grab ourselves a Super Brittle as well. And there we go. So that should allow us to do a little bit more damage to the boss as well. Because it doesn't cost a lot, we might as well grab ourselves the glue storm too. So we'll grab ourselves the glue storm. That way we can make, or that way we can do a little bit more damage to the boss as well. So it may not make like a massive deal, but it definitely should help out a little bit. Now we just need to try and collect as much money as we can for the tier 5 boss. That way we can get a decently high paragon degree on our flying fortress. And is the boss not going to have 100 million health? Like, I originally thought that the boss was going to have 100 million health, but the tier 4 only has 24 million. So I guess we need to wait to see how much health the tier 5 boss is going to have. All right, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to round 119 because there's nothing else that we really need to do. We just need to save up money and wait until we have to face off against the tier 5 boss. All right, so here we are at the end of round 119. Currently, we have $1.9 million. So I feel like we're going to be able to get a decently high paragon degree on our Goliath Doom ship. Now, I don't know if I'm going to sacrifice the maximum amount of money or if I should just like divide up the money in between the Goliath Doom ship and the Magnus Perfectus. But like I was saying, I do want a decently high paragon degree on the Goliath Doom ship for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of the sacrifices ready for the Goliath Doom ship. All right, so now we need to make our choice. How much money are we going to sacrifice to the Goliath Doom ship? So, I want to see, before we decide that, I want to see how much the Magnus Perfectus costs. So the Magnus Perfectus is going to cost us $637,000. So I want to leave $1 million left over for the Magnus Perfectus. So we can invest $1.4 million into our Goliath Doom ship. So that gives us $688,000 to invest in our Goliath Doom ship, and we'll still have $1 million left over for our Magnus Perfectus. I kind of want to make it a good number, so let's invest like 1.5 million. All right, so let's see what paragon degree we get on our Goliath Doom ship. I'm not expecting too high, but whoa, paragon degree 56. That's actually way better than I thought. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab all the sacrifices for the Magnus Perfectus as well. All right, so we have $809,000. Let's go ahead and buy the Magnus Perfectus. Wait, I'm at my paragon limit. No, I forgot there was a paragon limit. Oh, bro. Well, you know what? I think the Magnus Perfectus is going to be a better investment than the Apex Plasma Master. So let's go ahead and get rid of the Apex because the Apex, it's a good paragon for the lower tiers. But if you take a look at the other paragons, like the Apex is definitely not going to be stronger than the Magnus Perfectus. So we'll sell the Apex and we'll buy the Magnus Perfectus, and it'll also give us a little bit more money to invest into our Magnus Perfectus. So paragon degree 28. It's nowhere near as high as the Apex. So now the next thing we have to do, let's go ahead and see if these 4 paragons are going to be enough to take down this boss balloon. So the boss balloon has 120 million health. That's ridiculous. So I was right to say that the boss balloon was going to have over 100 million health. Like I was saying, this is like ridiculous. Let's go ahead and see how much damage. Oh my goodness. Are we going to be able to beat this, guys? Like, this is actually ridiculous. We don't have any towers that can help us out here. Dude, I wonder if I should buy buy myself a couple more towers. Like maybe if I bought myself the Carpet of Spikes and I bought myself the Mad. No, we shouldn't buy the Mad, but the Carpet of Spikes might help us out. I also need to make sure that I'm microwing the Goliath Doom ship ability as well. So far it's not bad. Like, it's not as good as I was hoping, but we're doing all right. We're already down to the tier 2. Now we need to make sure that we're really taking advantage of all of our paragon abilities. So that includes the Magnus Perfectus, of course, the Goliath Doom ship. On top of that, we need to make sure that we're on top of the Glue Storm as well. We have $19,000. There's nothing that we could really buy that's like $19,000. Like maybe, what would be a really good tower that deals a lot of damage? We could grab the Moab Eliminator. The Moab Eliminator has a really cheap cost and it also deals a lot of damage. So I think the Moab Eliminator is going to be a really good call for us. So let's go ahead and buy one. We just need a little bit more money in order to buy it. No, we'll keep it on targeting only strong. But so far we're down to, or we almost have it down to half health. You know what, dudes, we might be able to do this, but the only problem is like now the boss balloon is out of reach of all of our paragons except for our Goliath Doom ship. So we're gonna have to rely heavily on our Goliath dupe ship here to deal a majority of the damage. Like, our Max Perfectus is still able to do damage to the boss because of its ability, but like I was saying, we're gonna be relying heavily from this point on just our Goliath doom ship. All right, we got the boss down to 40 million health. We are 2/4 of the way done. Man, we are so close to beating this boss, and the boss isn't even halfway through the map yet. Guys, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think we got this in the bag, guys. All right, we're down to the last 13 million health, guys. Man, this boss balloon made it so far on the track. Like, I don't even know what I could do to do more damage to the boss. Well, apart from, like, microing my abilities a little bit better. But this is absolutely ridiculous. I'm so glad that I tried something a little bit different for this boss, because this boss was pretty tough. Like, way harder than the normal boss. That's for sure. But then again, like, most of the time, elite bosses are way harder than normal bosses. All right, and there we have it, dudes. We have officially beaten the Elite Bloonarius that had over 100 million health. That was ridiculous, but also really fun at the same time. But anyways, dudes, that's gonna do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, if you guys are new around here, don't forget to subscribe as well, because I do upload daily BTD6 content. But again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you dudes in the next one.